Hello and welcome everybody, this is Gogs Gaming, and we are going to do a walkthrough of The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess HD, and this will be part 1 of the video. So this is of course the opening sequence in Twilight Princess, and we're gonna go ahead and read the commentary, and we'll go from there. Tell me, do you ever feel a strange sadness as dusk falls? And of course that's Rusl on the left and Link on the right. They say it's the only time when our world intersects with theirs. The only time we can feel the lingering regrets of spirits who have left our world. That is why loneliness always pervades the hour of twilight. But enough talk of sadness. I have a favor to ask of you, Gago. I was supposed to deliver something to the royal family of Hyrule the day after tomorrow. Yes, it was a task set to me by the mayor, but would you go in my stead? You have never been to Hyrule, right? In the kingdom of Hyrule, there's a great castle, and around it is a castle town, a community far bigger than our little village. And far bigger than Hyrule is the rest of the world the gods created. You should look upon it all with your own eyes. It is getting late. We should head back to the village. I will talk to the mayor about this matter. And of course the new graphics are certainly much more sharper and crisper. The textures are a lot better. And they are going to go and close the gate and head back to Ordon. Just a beautiful, beautiful scene right there. And just, looking at the graphics, everything is just much more sharper and crisper. I mean, even the tailoring on the clothes, looking at the wood on the horse, the logs on the horse. So it looks like, much crisper. Alright. And of course there's Link with Epona. And Rusl is walking away, and that's Rusl's son Colin. And there are some of the other kits from Ordon Village. And looks like they took Epona. And there's the goat herdsman. Hey, Gago, you there? And of course, Link, in this case, Gago, always waking up late. Hey, you mind helping me herd the goats? They ain't listening to me lately. Alright, with a nod of the head. And by the way, the child that took the Epona, that was Ilya, who will play, fairly significant role for a, I guess for a non-playable character. Hey, where's Epona? And that's the route Epona went. Alright, and there's Link, and let's talk to this guy again. Come on now, hurry on up and bring Epona with you. Alright. So we will go and bring Epona. And of course this is the mirrored version, because this is the standard mode, not the hero mode. This is the mirrored version from the Wii. It's actually the same exact version as the, GameCube. one. So, all right, and there's a Link, and he's gonna meet up with Ilya, who is the mayor's daughter, and she's essentially the caretaker for the horse. Oh, hi, Gago. I washed up enough for you. Alrighty. Epina works really hard, so I thought she deserved a treat. Oh, but listen, Gago, could you do something for me? Can you use a piece of grass to play that song for me? You know, the one that Epina likes. And of course, she's referring to those little pieces of grass that you can play, and it will call Epina. Now, in the original version, towards I want to say the end of the game, you obtain it's basically like a little thing from Ilya, which will allow you to call the horse pretty much from anywhere. And one of the criticisms of that was, like, you know, why was Link able to obtain that so late in the game when it, you know, for the most part, it was less meaningful. So hopefully they changed that in the new version, which would help with teleporting and whatnot. And there's Ordon Village, which is just a beautiful town, and this town looks just absolutely amazing in the HD version. Just very crisp, and the little I forget what it's called, but it's the ability to basically kind of look around you. And of course, this was first done in Wind Waker, and then Majora's Mask 3D did it as well. So we're gonna head straight to what we need to do. Now, if you go ahead and talk to a lot of the village folks, you know, they'll kind of give you a hint of, you know, what to do next and what you need to do. If you're playing for the first time, I actually would recommend talking to, you know, everyone, because, you know, you get a clue here and there, and you get a better idea of what exactly needs to happen. But in this case, we know we got to come and herd the goats, so there's really nothing more for now. Sorry to get you over here in such a hurry, Gago. These guys have been awful skittish lately. They won't listen to a word I say. Sorry to ask, but how about you and Epina herd them into the barn real quick? We ain't got much time, so think you can do it for me? Absolutely, man. That is why we are here. Much oblique there, but okay then. Go on and herd all these little scamps into the barn for me. All right, let's go. Let's go, goats. Come on. All right. Nice, nice. Come on, come on, come on, little goats. Now, one of the I know criticisms that this game, you know, has, I guess, brought is, you know, a lot of folks have been complaining about kind of the slow start where you have to do lots of little chores and, you know, do this little thing with the goats where you gotta herd them in and then, you know, catch the fish, and just do some other little stuff which, you know, take time before you actually get into the first temple, or which is the forest temple. And you know, I mean, I think it's well taken, those criticisms. Only thing I would suggest is it's kind of nice because of the environment of the game. It is nice to have that, you know, very nice, easy, breezy start where everything is peaceful and calm, and then, you know, once the you know, once we turn into a wolf, basically, Wolf things get completely out of hand. So it's a nice contrast. But I think Nintendo probably could have done, you know, away with some of the little like tutorials where you have to teach the kids, you know, about the slingshots, and I think you got to give them the sword and whatnot. So, but overall, you know, like I said, it's want to practice with the fences, sure. But yeah, overall, I'd say, you know, I kind of like the slow start only because it really sets the mood for the game, you know, where everything is good, the children are happy, and all of a sudden, you know, these crazies from the Twilight realm basically invade and cause a lot of trouble, you know, in the town. Alright, and of course here we just gotta jump over the fence. There we go. And that is that. So we're done with kind of the first chore, if you want to call that. And we do want to save. Alrighty. And this is the next morning. And the kids are all ready for us. Hey, wake up, Gago! It's morning already. And we are known to be a, you know, good sleepers, so. And this is our little house. So that's, you know, looks like him on on Epina. And there's a picture of the goat and the herdsman. And it's funny, but you know, I like it how Nintendo will sometimes just put. And there's a basement. There's actually a treasure chest in the basement, which will go down when we get the lantern, just so we can see more clearly. But I like the little Easter eggs Nintendo plants. In fact, there's already been a couple with respect to Zelda Wii U, so always pretty nice. And the next thing, it's always good to talk to these guys. Oh, Gago, did you hear? They're selling a slingshot at the store right now. A slingshot. I wonder how powerful it is. I must try it. Talo, if you and Molo want it so badly, just buy it at my parents' shop. Do you see any rupees in my hand? I can't afford that thing. Come on, Beth. Can't you just loan it to us for a while? You know, I'd get in trouble for that. If you two want it, save up your allowances or something. But our allowances are terrible. Oh, I wish I was born into a family with a slingshot instead of one with a water wheel. Alright, so we're gonna... And then there's Colin. Let's talk to him real quick. Hi, Gago. I finished the fishing rod I was making. I thought I'd give it to you first thing in the morning, but my dad said, you just wait until Gago comes to get it. That's why I didn't bring it to you. Dad's out today, so would you ask my mom about it? I think she's by the river. So, of course, before we can get the slingshot, we need to give the milk, or no, fish to the cat. And before we can get the fish, of course, we need to get the... Oh, yo, Gago, I want to talk to you. Press, okay. Hey, there you go. Over here. Yeah, your voice carries well, as usual. Maybe you can teach my... Alright, so... We'll climb up. But yeah, I was going to say... and before we can get the fish, we need a fishing rod. And in order to get the fishing rod, we need to get the cradle to... I'm trying to remember her name, but it's Rusl's wife, basically. So, and there's the cat. He's been staring at the creek. And yep, we do know he wants a fish. See that grass growing there on the edge of that rock? Haven't I seen you whistling with that stuff. Alrighty, and of course, those will actually call the bird. I'm gonna do it right now, actually. We actually need to call it twice. And so first we're gonna get that little beehive. And there's that. Alrighty, and next we will jump over here, and one more jump. We get the rupee, and we're gonna call it one more time to get the cradle. And that beehive, if you know, the way we kind of know about it is, if you were paying attention when we first came to the town, one of the guys, he was kind of looking at it and making motions and whatnot. So again, that's something you can discover just by talking to a lot of the people. And the monkey is actually holding a little cradle. Now again, we could talk to Russell's wife first, where she'll tell us, you know, that she's lost the cradle, but no need to make things any more tedious, so we'll just do it right off the bat. Alright. And let's push it a little more towards the edge. Okay. And now we should be able to grab the cradle and give it to right there. Alrighty. There we go. Oh my, Gago. I've been looking for that cradle. I made it when my first child was born, and I have cherished it all these years. Did you know all this somehow? Did you find it and bring it back to me on purpose? My thanks to you. That reminds me, there's something I'm supposed to give to you. Do you think you could carry that cradle and come with me back to my house? And I guess, you know, these are little stuff that a lot of people, you know, say, come on, you know, Nintendo could have just taken it out, or, you know, made it much faster so we don't have to slowly, you know, walk up. But, you know, at the end of the day, I mean, like I said, they're not too much of an inconvenience, given the fact that once you do get past this, the game definitely picks up, you know. My thanks to you, Gago. Yes, yes, I had nearly forgotten. I am supposed to give you this. Alright, here you go. You got the fishing rod. A simple fishing rod with a bobber. Set it to one of the buttons to use it. Face the water and use it to cast. Press and hold the assigned button to pull the line in when you get a bite. You can catch fish without bait, but you'll catch a larger variety of fish with bait. It is a little unpolished. My son Colin made this under the instructions of his father. You can use it if you like. Alright. And now, I think with that, having done a couple of the first little items in the game, we're gonna conclude episode 1, and then in the next episode we'll you know, do the other items which we need to take care of, such as catching the fish and getting the slingshot. Alright guys, thank you as always, and please, if you could subscribe to the channel and like the video, that'd be awesome. Thank you guys, and have a wonderful day. Bye.